Security Federal, and Science Code. Foundation damage can be serious. Choosing the right foundation repair company is critical. For over 40 years, Ramjack has helped thousands of homeowners restore the value of their largest investment. We have the answers. We are the experts. We are Ramjack. The Live 5 for 6 Skyview Network, sponsored by Terry Lambert Hyundai.
It's definitely a frigid start to the new month with temperatures in the 20s for several days. So tonight we're going down to the upper 20s. Then the coldest air of the season will move in Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. I'll have a look at exactly how cold it will get coming up.
Right now it is Channel 6 at 6. 2 people are dead after a house fire in Aiken County.
We hear from first responders about what they witnessed when they got there. As your news at 6 starts now.
Live from Television Park, this is WJBF News Channel 6 at 6.
Hello everybody, I'm Brad Means.
And I'm Jenny Montgomery. Thank you for joining us.
Coverage you can count on begins with a deadly house fire in Graniteville. It happened in the early morning hours today. Bria Smith has the story.
And before we got there, we could see the sky was lit up.
The Aiken County Coroner's Office is investigating the fire that left 2 dead in a home on Taylor Pond Road.
The neighbor was up there, and she said that there's normally a couple people that stay there, and she said that's their car, and she said she hadn't seen them that day.
GVW Assistant Fire Chief Cecil Scott says when they arrived at the scene, they had to get to work immediately.
We go right off the bat that there's entrapment because if there's a vehicle in the yard, we go to the entrapment until we can get in and search and find out. But due to the fire, it's so big and all, and so much area covered, and all we could do is just start, because we knew it was going to be a recovery instead of a rescue.
The 2 people who have not yet been identified were pronounced dead just after 1 this morning.
Once we got it cooled down, some of the couple of guys inside found.
And what's left of the house is not much.
There's no roof, and some of the floors is burnt out, and there's maybe 1 or 2, the side wall on one side of the house is up just a little bit, and then a little bit of the back, but that's it.
The investigation is still ongoing. We'll keep you updated with more information as we learn it. In Graniteville, Bria Smith, WJBF, News Channel 6. A deadly fire investigation is also underway in Richmond County. This after Henry and Carol Logan, both 80 years old, were killed yesterday at a home on Ederly Road in Blythe. When firefighters arrived, heavy smoke and flames were shooting out of the home. 1 person inside was able to escape.
An Aiken County veterinarian has been arrested in her husband's death. Jennifer Ray charged with murder in the death of her husband, Greg Bauman. Investigators say the shooting happened Sunday at a home on Pride's Crossing near Augusta Road. The couple owned Hitchcock Animal Hospital in Aiken. Ray is in the Aiken County Detention Center. In Richmond County, an arrest has been made after a deadly shooting Friday night. 68-year-old Ernest Parkman has been arrested. Warrants have been obtained for 21-year-old Jermaine Williams. The 2 accused of shooting 20-year-old Reuben Johnson to death that happened on Amley Way off Augusta West Parkway Friday. Williams, that other suspect, was also shot, and they're going to take him into custody once he is released from the hospital. It is time now for our first check of our weather with our chief meteorologist, Jenna Petracci.
And Jenna, it is said to be a chilly start to December.
Yeah, tonight we are going to be just as cold as it has been over the past few nights, so we're back into the upper 20s again. And right now, as we take a look at our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam at Wellstar MCG Health, now that the sun has set, the temperatures are really falling. This morning, we started out at 27 degrees. That puts us 12 degrees below average. Our high today was 10 degrees below average at 54. Notice the record low is 18, though. So this entire week, the records are in the teens. And it's possible that some areas in the CSRA could see the teens on Wednesday morning. But right now we're seeing a mix of low 40s and upper 40s, but even only 38 degrees in Aiken, 41 in Barnwell, 43 in Allendale, Louisville, you're at 47, 48 in Swainsboro, Wrightsville also at 48, and 45 in Edgefield. The dew points are very low today, so we do have this high pressure in control. So no chance of rain, just the cold in the forecast for this first week of December. Dew points in the teens in some of our western counties, with a west wind coming in only up to around 5 miles per hour. So the calm winds tonight will definitely help allow those temperatures especially. You can see the snow now in Tennessee and even starting to creep into North Carolina. It's possible that places like Greenville and parts of the upstate will see a few flurries tonight, maybe even into parts of the northern Midlands. But for us, I'm not expecting any snow flurries, though it will be feeling like it. Tonight we're going down to 34 degrees at 10 p.m. and then of course tomorrow morning, that's when you'll see those upper 20s. High tomorrow of only 47 degrees, low on Wednesday morning of 22. Then we will have a brief warm up on Thursday, but it does look like those warmer temperatures will not last for long. I'll have a look at your 10-day forecast coming up. Back to you.
All right, Jenna, thank you. Winter is approaching very quickly, and South Carolina will have above normal temperatures according to the National Weather Service. But that doesn't mean it won't get dangerously cold. State House reporter Caroline Yaffa looks at how to stay safe this winter.
I'm here outside the state's Emergency Operations Center where they say now is the time to prepare.
Team South Carolina can provide a holistic response to any winter storm issue that we arise.
This week is Winter Preparedness Week. The Emergency Management Division says you must stock up on winter supplies and learn how to shut off water valves. Major General Jeff Jones with the National Guard says state leaders are ready to help, but it's crucial to do your part to prepare for a new season.
It's important to remember that emergency management begins at the individual level. And this means always being educated on the hazards, having a plan, ensuring that you protect what I often refer to as the 4 Ps, and that's people, plants, pets, and pipes.
Winter doesn't officially start until December 21st. In Columbia, Caroline Yaffa.
Well, even though winter's not here just yet, cold temperatures are, and more people are turning on their heaters to stay warm. Data, though, from the National Fire Protection Association shows half of all home heating fires are reported in December, January, and February. The root cause? People not knowing how to use those heaters.
People are using heaters inside that they shouldn't be, or improperly used kerosene heaters. But a lot of issues that we run into as far as coals and heating are usually with kerosene heaters.
Firefighters also recommend installing a CO2 detector to avoid carbon monoxide poisoning.
Happening now, the Wagner Town Council is meeting to discuss the ongoing chaos surrounding the fire department. 2 weeks ago, former Fire Chief Tillman Rushton, along with most of the department, resigned, citing poor financial management. In the meantime, the town is getting help from nearby fire departments. Last week, Aiken County Council unanimously decided to terminate the contract between the department and the city.
They told me that there would be no vote, that it was only a discussion in executive session. They've done it before, and it's politically motivated, and primarily one of our state representatives and a close ally he has here in town.
Wagner's next steps for the fire department are said to be discussed. News Channel 6 has a crew at the meeting, so count on us to bring you updates tonight at 10 and 11.
New tonight, the woman accused of crashing into a golf cart and killing a bride on her wedding night in South Carolina has pleaded guilty. Instead of a trial, Jamie Lee Komorski will plead guilty to 3 counts of driving into a golf cart occupied by newlywed Samantha Miller and Eric Hutchinson. The suspect was under the influence. Investigators say she plowed into them, going 65 miles per hour. Miller was killed, Hutchinson seriously injured. The victim's family testified about their loss before the judge sentenced Komorowski to 25 years in prison.
Coming up, it is Cyber Monday, which is one of the biggest online shopping days of the year.
But scammers are out there looking to take advantage. How you can avoid being a victim. Next.
News Nation Tonight is covering. To schedule your appointment today.
Christina here at Jimmy's Home Furnishings, and we're so excited. The holiday season is here. We all love to spend quality time relaxing at home with our family during the holidays. Come in today and save on items for every room in your home, like this cozy contemporary sectional or this 10-piece dining set. Let Jimmy's help you get your home ready for the holidays. Jimmy's Home Furnishings, where it feels like home.
Christmas Parade this Sunday at 3. The perfect way to kick off the holidays. If you can't make it out, we'll be broadcasting the entire parade live on VTV and WJBF.com. Don't miss the fun this Sunday. Get clear, accurate stories that don't waste your time at WJBF.com.
Welcome back, everybody. It is December, which means it is Christmas parade season in these parts, and there are two of them on Saturday. The first, Grovetown, 10 in the morning at Liberty Park, and then starting at 2 Saturday afternoon, it is Augusta's Christmas parade, where the streets of downtown are going to be filled with parade goers. We're going to carry the event live on MeTV. And then Sunday, Columbia County has its Christmas parade. Starts at Evans Town Center Park. Jenny and I looking forward to bringing you that one also on MeTV. It starts at 3.
Today is one of the biggest shopping days of the year, and if you are planning to take advantage of the Cyber Monday deals, there are a few things to keep in mind. Consumers are expected to spend a record $13.2 billion on this Cyber Monday. So to make sure your money's going to the right place, you need to be very cautious when you're shopping on websites that you're not familiar with, as lookalike websites can be created easily using AI. To help consumers do their research, the BBB has a scam tracker on its website that allows you to report a scam or search a business profile to read reviews.
As far as scam tracker goes, 40% of those came from victims with online ads that were found in Facebook and on Instagram. Oftentimes they're getting fake or imitation or cheap goods, or are not getting anything at all. So, anytime you're shopping on a website and you're not familiar with them, you certainly want to check reviews, you want to look for patterns, and you want to make sure that you're on a safe website.
The Better Business Bureau also says to watch out for phishing scams and make sure you do not click any links or share any personal information.
Jenna back with a look at the frigid forecast.
Yeah, with these cold temperatures, it's always very important to remember those 4 P's: protect people, pets, plants, and of course pipes. When we return, I'll have more details on how to prevent those frozen pipes. Stay with us.
Right now, pet dam.
Go. Remember, give from the heart, but please give smart.
It's the most wonderful time of the year. The Augusta Christmas Parade is back Saturday, December 7th. Kick off the Christmas season with an Augusta holiday tradition. It's fun for the whole family. For more info, visit rmhcaugusta.org. The Live 5 for 6 mobile app. Download it today. Weather headlines on News Channel 6. Brought to you by Nixon Roofing. Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live 5 for 6.
Welcome back. I hope you're staying warm. These temperatures are definitely very cold for this time of the year. We've now had 3 days in a row with lows in the 20s, and we'll be right back to it tonight for the 4th day in a row. Around the CSRA, we're currently seeing pretty much all 40s, but Aiken at 38 degrees, 41 in Barnwell, Allendale at 43, 40 in Sylvania, 44 in Millen, Sparta at 45. Notice the southern portion of the United States still seeing some warm temperatures. In fact, it's 81 degrees out towards the west in Phoenix, but only 12 degrees up in Bismarck. So definitely the cold air taking over for most of us. High pressure and control across the southeast, keeping things dry. So keep in mind, even though we have temperatures below freezing, in order to see snow, we also need moisture. And this high pressure is keeping the dew points pretty low, but up towards the north, as far south as Tennessee and now parts of North Carolina, we are seeing some snow flurries and some pretty widespread snow showers all across the Midwest. And you can see here on our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview Cam a beautiful winter view here. And if you look closely around the grass there is snow there in St. Louis. Now for us tomorrow morning, the wind chill is going to be all the way down to 21 degrees at 7 o'clock in the morning. We'll have this north wind coming in up to around 8 miles per hour. So even through the 10 o'clock hour, it will still be feeling below freezing. Tomorrow's high is only 47 degrees, which means it will be the coldest high temperature so far this season, and our low will be 27 tonight. The first high temperature in the 40s typically happens right around this time of the year, so this is normal to be this cold. Last year we had a first high temperature in the 40s back in November though, so we're a little bit behind last year. And the last time we were below 25 degrees was back in January, and I am feeling very confident that we'll get below 25 degrees on Wednesday morning. Currently going with a low of 22. It's possible I could lower that even further further, and I'm also pretty confident that some CSRA communities will drop down into the teens. We're talking as low as 16, 17 degrees on Wednesday morning, briefly warming up to above freezing on Thursday, but then cooling right back down after that. So as I mentioned before the break, it's very important that you remember those 4Ps, especially the pipes. When we start going to temperatures around 20 degrees or below, that's when we can have some issues with that. So be sure to take care of the pipes to the best of your ability, and dress very warm as we head into the next few days, with the temperatures falling into the 20s and then even those highs down into the 40s. You can see the high pressure will keep things sunny though, so at least the sunshine will make it feel a little bit more tolerable outside, and also prepare for more heavy frost in the morning. So tonight we'll have lows anywhere from around 24 degrees down to around 30. Our highs tomorrow will be in the 40s everywhere, and that 10-day forecast showing the temperatures going up to 60 by Sunday, and then we'll see mid-60s early next week. But the warmer temperatures does come with a pretty high chance of rain next Monday and Tuesday, so you'll need your umbrella next week. Congratulations to today's Viper 6 umbrella winner. That is Angie Schaefer from Aiken. Angie, you can pick up your umbrella here at the station and sign up to win yours on WJBF.com.
All right, Jenna,
Thanks, Jenna. Coming up, the Georgia Bulldogs preparing for their SEC championship appearance.
We're going to hear from players and coaches on that rematch against Texas in sports.
What's the big
Only right now. The Coffee Club on News Channel 6, sponsored by Honda Cars of Aiken. The News Channel 6 mobile app is now even better. Download it today. Now, WJBF sports coverage you can count on.
The Georgia Bulldogs are gearing up for their fourth consecutive trip to the SEC championship game in Atlanta, but the path to the Mercedes-Benz Stadium included an 8-overtime victory against their rival Georgia Tech. The Dogs turned the page to the Texas Longhorns. Now, last time these two teams met back in October, Georgia came out on top 30-15. It was the most watched regular season game since 2014, peaking at 14.4 million viewers. Now, 7th-ranked Georgia is riding a 3-game winning streak, extending their home game streak to an FBS record 31 games. Meanwhile, Texas has won 5 straight since falling to the Bulldogs. It's still the Longhorns' lone loss on the season. Georgia enters the rematch feeling like they have unfinished business, trying to capture their 15th SEC title.
We played well offensively at times since, and we've played well defensively at times since, but we've also not put a complete game together, and that's probably what we're trying to do best now, is play our best when our best is needed.
Every game is posed a challenge, and we've had to fight consistently week in and week out, and our schedule wasn't easy this year, and we knew that's how it was going to be, but like you said, here we are in this position with everything that we want in front of us.
Kickoff set for 4 p.m. Saturday right here on News Channel 6. And over to volleyball, the South Carolina Gamecocks will travel to Waco, Texas to face Dayton in the first round of the NCAA tournament. It's the 4th appearance under head coach Tom Mendoza.
I told them all year how much we enjoy working with them and how proud we are of the work that they've put in. So obviously, when you're playing the conference as tough as the SEC, you play the at-large game, and you got to put together a resume that's enough quality wins, staying above 500.
The SEC will be well represented with 9 teams in the tournament. Game time is set for 5:30 p.m. on Thursday. And for the 7th time in program history, the Augusta University volleyball team headed to the NCAA D2 tournament. The 4-seeded Jaguars finished out the regular season 20-7. They'll head to Wingate, North Carolina for the Southeast Regional, and they'll take on 5th-seeded Lenore Ryan in their opening round game set for Friday, 4:30 p.m. It'll be the first meeting between the two teams this season.
The NCAA has really helped me specifically because I've been in it since my freshman year, so I've been in it for 5 years now. Being in any other conference that's as competitive as this, I don't think there is.
For me, I try to keep it like this is another game, just trying to attack it, give everything I can, because I don't want to overhype it, you just want to do what you can do what you've been practicing, and just transfer that.
And to women's basketball, the South Carolina women's team will receive their championship rings later tonight in an exclusive ceremony at Colonial Life Arena. The Gamecocks most recently had their national championship banner reveal in their season home opener against Coppin State. We'll have reaction from that ring ceremony at 10 and 11. The Augusta University men's basketball team will host its Richmond County Education Day game this Thursday. More than 2,000 fifth graders from Richmond County will attend the game. The Jaguars will look to win their first home game of the regular season. Tip-off is set for 11 a.m. And that'll do it for sports. We will be right back.
Here's a final look at your 10-day forecast. Lots of sunshine, but also a lot of cold temperatures. 27 tonight, 22 on Wednesday morning, back up to 35 Thursday morning, but then cooling down again as we head into the weekend.
And here's a gig for a true movie buff. The website cabletv.com trying to fill its chief of cheer position. The winning applicant gets $2,500 to watch 25 holiday movies in 25 days, plus subscriptions to just about every streaming service. They're going to draw the big winner later this week. That is our report for now. Thanks for watching.
We'll see you again at 11. Good night.